Hello everyone, we'll talk a little bit about hockey, about the news that have been going on as of Saturday. Well, now today is Sunday actually, but the news from Saturday night. Over here, first off, we start with the Vancouver Canucks that lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Lightning starts to really scare me. They demolished the Montreal Canadiens. They won again against Vancouver. The Lightning is playing very well, and I believe this team's gonna be very consistent. They have some young players that are starting to get some experience, and they're playing that much better, especially Victor Hedman. The Lightning, you're gonna have to keep an eye on this team. The Montreal Canadiens played the Colorado Avalanche, and Montreal won 3-2. Great game for Subban and Galchenyuk. I want to mention about this goalie here. His name is Calvin Pickard, and I like the way he played. I don't like the way his defensemen played. They were out of position all of the time, like Patrick was said. But this kid, I like the way he played. I like the way he stood up against the Canadians. And for a young goalie, here it says 22 years old, someone who's not supposed to be taking anyone's spot, he is proving himself to be a goalie that can hold his own end. And I believe he's going to have a bright future ahead of him if he can show that he can play consistently. As for the Canadians, already a fifth win this season. They lead their division with 5 wins. They're playing very well. I like it. I like the way Subban played today. He showed his skills very well. I also like the play Galchenyuk win. Both of them actually scored a goal while coming out of the penalty box, and you can tell the Colorado defensemen, they were always caught out of position, and that was bad for the Avalanche. Red Wings versus Maple Leafs. The Maple Leafs lost yet again, but it's an overtime loss, so the Leafs got to take that 1 point for the standings. But unfortunately for them, they need to play that much better, because the way they've been playing, I don't think they can catch up with Detroit. I can't believe they will eventually catch up with the New York Islanders. Then the Leafs, they need to play much better. They need to get all the points they can get, and I'm sure you'll see the same thing. They're gonna need a big trade to become better. But at the same time, you need to be patient with this team, because they did make some good moves. I like to see Stefan Robida with this team, and with the new direction put in place, I know the Leafs want to focus more on puck possession, puck control, and it's gonna take time for them to adjust. Perhaps it will even take a year or two, but in my opinion, they're going in the right direction. We're gonna have to be patient, unfortunately. The Ottawa Senators. It's a fourth win this season for the Senators. They have a similar fish to the Canadians, only one loss so far this season. I like the way Carlson and Robin Leonard are playing. I also like on Coach's Corner, Don Cherry talk about Bobby Ryan. He's got a big contract and he's playing very well. So as long as the kid plays well, the investment is right. And I'm very happy for the Senators. They're off a good start. I didn't expect that from this team after losing Jason Spezza, sorry. And I really like the way they're playing. Thumbs up for the Senators. And one more thing over here. No, not here. Here. Lucic, Milan Lucic apologized for an obscene gesture. And I saw online people raising the question, was it sincere or not? Whether it was sincere or not, just the fact that he apologized, Lucic did the right thing, and he's being a man. He apologized for doing something stupid. He acknowledged that, and now we can move on to something different. We can move on. We can turn the page, and now Lucic can focus on the next game. So that was the right thing to do for himself and for his team. Two more things I want to talk about. First, the New York Islanders. The Islanders, oh, it's not there, but the New York Islanders, they lost a game and they lost Grabowski. Grabowski got concussion-like symptoms and he's going to be out for a while. And over here from Dave Hodge, still talking about the New York Islanders. Thumbs up for Johnny Boychuk and Nick Leddy. Ever since the Islanders got these two defensemen, plus Yaroslav Halak, I'm telling you, the Islanders are playing much better defensively. The last game wasn't convincing, but since the beginning of the season, the Islanders are a much better team. On the offense, they got Tavares. Defensively and in front of the net, they got nothing. And all of a sudden, they got Boychuk and Leddy. They're doing their job defensively. Yaroslav Halak, I saw him playing for the Montreal Canadiens. He was a stud. He's not a superstar goalie, but he is a consistent goalie. He works hard every night, and his work ethic is just that great. So I'm telling you, if you're a Islanders fan, this year is going to be a good year as long as these guys stay healthy. The last thing I want to talk about, we're going back to Detroit, and they say that the Joe Louis Arena is going to be demolished around 2017. So the Joe Louis Arena, that's probably the last arena named after someone. All the other arenas are named after brands. I hate that. Joe Louis Arena, that was a great arena. The Red Wings, since the 1990s, have been very, very successful. They're always in the playoffs. They've won a few Stanley Cups, and they can be recognized as one of the latest dynasties. Well, probably right now we can talk about an LA Kings dynasty, but in the late 90s, early 2000s, the Red Wings was the big dynasty. And to see the Joe Louis Arena being demolished makes me feel a little bit sad, but at the same time, you've got to move on. Like, the reality is different. The arena is not up to date, if I can say so. They need new facilities. They need a well-maintained arena. They need something that has better quality, basically. And also the city, you know how Detroit is not doing so well economically, and they started investing money just because they need to grow the city. They need to develop the city so that they can do better. And demolishing this arena and building a new one is a step in the right direction. It's sad though to let this arena being demolished, but it has to be done. And for you, all the hockey fans who have been to Detroit, let me know in the comments, what do you remember about the Joe Louis Arena? What are your good memories about this? What will you remember about this arena? I will let you think about it. Give me some comments. I'll stop the video here and I'll talk to you guys later.